the Christmas period. So I'll just give you a rundown of some of the bands. November the 2nd, Therapy and Pseudogods, they were a local band. Paranoid Visions, the Goannas, Toasted Heretic, remember some of these bands? The Honey Thieves, Bloodstone, Headspin, out of which Jeremy Hickey went on to form RSAG and Blue Ghost with our sound man up there, Davy Holland. Golden Horde, Garden Sun, Gas Marxist, Shake, Roller Coaster, which was the forerunner of Curb Dog. Then the 27th of December was an alternative night, which was an unusual part of the bill. The Idiots, Whipping Boy, Candy Apple Red, which were the Slowest Clock, Jerusalem Taxis, Sons of Ping, and that's just a rundown from a very short period of a snapshot of New Park Inn in its heyday.
It was an amazing place. I mean, what are your memories of the place?
Very little.
Well, anything past 11 o'clock at night is very little. But the thing about it was because it was on the edge of town as well. It was kind of a concrete box, and at the time, I think there was a real culture in Kilkenny whereby this was kind of the mainstream. The underground was the mainstream at the time. So, everybody would go down boozing down by the river, which is on the way to the New Park Inn. So there was a lot of bands. We all used to play up there. There was, I think there was sawdust on the floor at some stage, wasn't there?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, it was a sawdust on the floor type venue. And I suppose they were the only venue who would take kind of stuff and were interested in taking the culture and the few quid that we were willing to offer. So my memories of it were a lot of bands playing there. There was a very DIY ethos whereby you'd be sticking stuff on old buildings like Rove House and the Town Hall with sellotape that you were playing the New Park Inn that night. Everyone would go boozing down by the river with flagons and cans and whatever, and so you go up and set up, and then, as I was telling the lads earlier on, you would come back down to the river, send the bass player normally, and to tell, come on lads, we're on in 10 minutes, we're in fact on in 25 minutes or 30 minutes, and try and entice the crowd up into the New Park Inn. And everyone did come up eventually, and it was just this cauldron. To us it was like the hacienda, and to us we also felt that it was the centre of the world, and I think we weren't 100% misguided by that, because there was something, and you'll attest to this, there was something special happening there at the time. And I think this really came to the fore when bands like Therapy, who were starting to break through, and Whipping Boy were very part of the whole story. Whipping Boy have a very intimate history with Kilkenny, and the New Park Inn. But when Therapy played here, and they came back and played here again as they were getting bigger, we thought it was confirming what we believed, that we are actually the centre of the earth. There's Seattle, which hadn't kind of happened at that stage. There's New York, there is Paris, and there's Kilkenny, which, as you well know, has been voted the 9th most friendliest city in the world this week. So there you go.
Banter is sponsored by the Kilkenny Tourism Board. What are your memories in? Kaz, what's your memories in New Park?